What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. Hope you guys enjoyed the last episode where I reviewed WWE Clash of the Castle, and if you haven't checked that out, please do. But for right now, we're going to continue with our weekend of professional wrestling by covering NXT and NXT UK presents Worlds Collide. Now, the reason for this pay per view is because the NXT UK brand is pretty much dead. So they're kind of WWE is launching NXT Europe later next year, I should say, and they're for the time being they are unifying all of NXT UK's major championships with NXT's championship. So whoever is where the champions from NXT UK faced off against NXT's champions to unify those titles, and we'll break it down more in a second when I break down the matches. But so this pay per view was held Sunday at 4 p.m. because of AEW's pay per view All Out being held, at 8 p.m. and WWE did not want to run up against that, so they held their pay per view earlier in the afternoon to avoid running up against AEW, which was a major show, and that will be my next vlog. So let's get into it, man. Let's break it down. The first match of the night featured the NXT North American Championship on the line with Ricochet, former NXT North American Champion in his own right, going up against the current North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes. This was a fun one because these two have been trading shots on social media prior to this event, like the week prior. They were trading shots back and forth, and when they met in the ring, the shit was on. It was a very back and forth, fast paced matchup between the two, as expected. But Carmelo Hayes ended up picking up the win and retaining the North American Championship. And me personally, I love the fact that Triple H is sending some of the main roster guys back down to NXT to help elevate the younger talent. They did it with Natalia earlier this year. And now they're doing it with Ricochet and Doudrop and Nikki Ash, who you'll see a little bit later in the card when I discuss their match. It's cool because if you're not doing anything on the main roster, and rather than floundering and getting lost in the shuffle and just not doing anything, they're sending them back down to NXT to help elevate the younger talent, which is a great thing by Triple H. A great thing that Triple H is doing, I should say. Okay, so next up, you had the NXT and NXT UK Championship Tag Team Championships unified when Brooks and Jensen, who were the current NXT UK Tag Team Champions, took on. It was a fatal four way, so they took on. Gallus. I believe that is Joe and Mark Coffey, two big boys from NXT UK, former NXT UK Tag Team Champions in their own right. The Pretty Deadly, also former NXT UK Tag Team Champions, and the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus Creed, who were the current NXT Tag Team Champions. They won them after winning the Dusty Classic, and they've been great champions ever since. So the finish to this match happened when it was pretty deadly in the ring with Julius and Brutus Creed. Gallus and Brooks and Jensen had a brawl in the earlier in the match, and they ended up just kicking the crap out of each other, and they were eliminated from the match. And it came down to Pretty Deadly and the Creed brothers to crown the unified tag team NXT the unified NXT Tag Team Champions, and you know the Pretty Deadly ended up coming out on top of that one because Damon Kemp, who is Gabe Stevenson's brother, another former Olympic gold medalist, Stevenson's brother. He turned on the Creed brothers and helped Pretty Deadly win both the NXT and NXT UK Tag Team Championships. I believe they'll just be keeping the NXT Tag Team Championships. So yeah, congratulations to those guys. Next up, you had Mandy Rose taking on NXT UK champion Miko Satomura, and of course Mandy Rose is the current NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, Women's Champion I should say. Oh my God, current NXT Women's Champion, and also Blair Davenport. So this was a triple for all you independent wrestling fans. That is Bea Priestley, the former girlfriend of Will Ospreay, tremendous wrestler in her own right. So it was a triple threat match to unify both the NXT Women's Championship and the NXT UK Women's Championship. And Mandy Rose ended up getting the Duke in that one. She is now the NXT Women's Champion and the NXT UK Women's Champion. Actually, you know, I mean, I expected that, but I was kind of surprised they didn't let Miko Satomura pull out the win on that one. But anyway, congratulations to Mandy Rose, man. She's come a long way as a wrestler from where she first was, you know. And as with everybody in the business, you know, you don't come in as the greatest wrestler in the world on your first day, but she has worked hard, and you know, this just solidifies her. She's building quite the resume in the WWE, and congratulations to Mandy Rose and on unifying those tag team championships. And as she likes to say, you better put some respect on her name, man. What do you call it? Okay, so next up, you had Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, formerly known as Casey Catanzaro of American Ninja Warrior fame, taking on Doudrop and Nikki Ash for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Like I said earlier, it's great to see Triple H sending down main roster talent to help elevate the talent in NXT who will eventually make it to the main roster. So that's cool. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance retained the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. It was a fun match, and now it's time to get to the main event, which was a hell of a hard-hitting match. It was the NXT now in the main event, the NXT and NXT UK World Championships were being unified. So it was Braun Breaker, the NXT champion, taking on Tyler Bate, the NXT UK champion. And you know, as if you watched NXT UK before, the former NXT champion was Ilya Dragunov, but he's out due to injury right now and had to relinquish the championship, and Tyler Bate ended up winning it. So that's why Tyler Bate is the NXT UK NXT United Kingdom champion. But Braun Breaker ended up defeating Tyler Bates to unify both the NXT and NXT UK championships. So Braun Breaker is your undisputed NXT heavyweight champion. You know, fun little show. I enjoyed it. You know, the NXT has been getting a lot of flack lately for their their decision making and the direction that they're going in with the tie-dye colors, and hardcore NXT and enthusiasts miss the black and gold era, and hopefully we'll get back to that in some way. Um, but I do like where the direction is going, and it'll be interesting to see where it continues to go now that NXT and NXT UK are all under one roof. So that'll be interesting to see where that heads. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this vlog. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.